Alright guys, hey, so actually it's day 367, but today's actually a summary of my pull-ups. So you know, I did a thing. If you haven't followed me at all, the past 367 days I've been doing pull-ups every single day. So I started off with doing pull-ups from day one. I just said to myself, oh, maybe I'll do some pull-ups every day. Yeah, I'll do sort of 10 to 20 at a time or something like that. And I ended up, you know, first couple of weeks, I only did, you know, 10 or probably 20 pull-ups a day and stuff like that. Then I started thinking, oh, this is a bit easy, you know, because I was just, every time I walk past, I just do like 5 pull-ups and I didn't want to sweat or anything like that. I started thinking, why don't I do more? Why don't I just do 50 every single day and see how we go? And let's just utilize this to try and get me to be able to pump out 50 pull-ups in a row. So that's essentially what my plan was to do. Throughout the video, you see me doing my pull-ups every single day. You don't see the whole workout or anything like that, but you do see me doing my pull-ups in general. Sorry, how's my watch? Let me just turn it off. Okay, so yeah, that's the sum of it, and I just want to say thanks to everyone who's watched it, everyone who's going to watch it, you right now for watching the video and liking it and potentially subscribing to my channel. If not, that's fine. If you've watched it and I've touched your heart in some way or manner, then I guess I'm happy that it's encouraged you to do something out of the ordinary to what you do every single day. So whether or not, you know, you've decided to start going to the gym, you know, once or twice a week opposed to never at all, to at home because of COVID and stuff like that, you don't want to go to the gym and work out, blah blah blah, but you know, to achieve, you know, to do bodyweight squats every single day or something like that, you know, work on your core every single day, something like that. And that's something I should probably start doing as well, because essentially you don't really need any equipment in particular to do work your core at all. If you've got a bar, it's an added bonus, but if you've got a floor and you've got a body, you can work your core. So anyways, check out the video. I will voice over throughout the whole video. Some bits are going really fast, some bits are going slower and so forth, but it's essentially me doing my pull-ups and me showing that I have achieved my goal of 50 pull-ups in a row. Having said that, I may have released my arms, so I'm still constantly hanging, so I haven't dropped from the pull-up itself, so it's not completely unbroken. But in a way, I guess it is unbroken because I haven't dropped onto the ground. So, you know what I mean? Anyways, sorry if I'm not looking at the camera and I'm looking at the screen. I'm just got this on selfie mode, and it's difficult to sort of focus on the little dot over there opposed to looking at the camera over here, because yeah, it's just a bit weird. Anyways, I was able to, you know, get 50 pull-ups more than once in the course of the year, so I'll take that as an achievement. In my mind, if you can do something once, that's a fluke. If you can do something twice, it's not a fluke. If you do something 5 times, then you know you're starting to master things. Didn't quite reach that 5 times, and to be honest, I have been pushing my body to the maximum over the past 365 days. The reason why I say that is because I have very limited sleep. I think if I start sleeping a lot more, I'll be able to achieve these 50 pull-ups a lot easier and not have any difficulties with that. So anyways, something I've learned and something I'll try to implement and listen to my own body and do what I sort of preach to you guys and so forth. That's all. Check out the vid. Hopefully you like it and all that other stuff. Peace. Alright. So this is essentially my summary, my report, my journal of 365 days in whatever minutes I've got this timed in as. So I'm going to go through the good, the bad, the rest, the food, the supplements, and my final thoughts. This is actually my second take at doing this because I spoke a little bit too much earlier on, so I need to try and summarize things, reduce things, and just not talk as much. I may also take little pauses so I can review where I'm at in the video and how much I need to sort of spill. So let's start off with the good stuff. So throughout this journey, I have thoroughly enjoyed the fact that I was able to keep a relatively decent body composition. I haven't been doing any form of cardio or anything like that, which is kind of cool because I don't really like cardio. However, I should do some more cardio because it is good for you. It's good for your heart, it's good for body maintenance, it's good for your blood flow, it's good for your joints, in turn that, you know, you don't overwork yourself and so forth. Maintenance side of things, it's a good and bad thing. You know, the fact that I did it for maintenance of my body, my muscles and so forth, but I guess the mindset of maintenance is not the mindset you'd want when you're trying to reach goals and improve yourself and, you know, try and get 50 pull-ups in a row. So that was a bad thing, that I had that mindset of maintenance earlier on, well, early, mid and late throughout. It wasn't until a bit later on where I started thinking, okay, I need to probably not do a mindset of maintenance because I'll never achieve my goals. A good thing also was that I did actually injure myself from doing the pull-ups themselves. I injured myself, not injured, but, you know, tweaked a few things from like ninja competition and a couple other things, but it wasn't essentially from the pull-ups themselves, which was good because I thought I was going to hurt myself doing these pull-ups every single day with, you know, RSI or tendonitis or something like that, but I didn't, so that's great. My core strength unintentionally improved, other than tearing my abdominal muscle in ninja competition, where you know, it just was not a good thing. Core strength did improve or maintain itself quite well, so that was kind of cool. My grip for ninja side of things, it didn't significantly improve, but it didn't get any worse, so that was kind of, or maybe a little bit worse because I wasn't doing much ninja training, but otherwise I'm still able to grip things pretty well. And I guess a cool thing was that I was able to set this goal of doing pull-ups every single day and hopefully get 50 pull-ups in a row. I achieved that. I achieved 365 days of pull-ups. I achieved reaching 50 pull-ups in a row, whether or not I did that with two hands consistently on a bar, but I did not drop and touch the ground. So 50 pull-ups in a row is something that I did achieve. And I think that takes quite a lot of discipline to be able to achieve these goals and achieve 365 of consistent pull-ups every single day. You know, at the start of the journey, you know, I only did 10 to 20 pull-ups, and that was for a couple of weeks, and I decided let's just amp it up. So went for 50, and then after a little while got bored with 50, so I went gradually up to 100. So that day day 100 or whatever, I went to 51 and then 52 each day. Subsequently gradually went up until I hit day 100 and went back down to 99, 98 each day and so forth. Bad things about this whole journey itself, just give me 1 second. I guess bad things was, like I said, the maintenance mindset is, if you have a maintenance mindset, you don't have a mindset of wanting to improve and gain and, you know, better yourself and so forth. So that was a bit of a bad thing. Watching television whilst doing this whole thing is a bad thing as well, because I get distracted and I probably could have completed everything within 15 minutes, but instead I spent 15 hours, spent like an hour doing it instead or something like that, which therefore reduced my ability to get more sleep. So that was a bad thing as well, because I wasn't sleeping as much as I should, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But I just want to throw in also that, you know, I decreased my ninja training. I don't know if it's because of doing the pull-up journey and stuff like that, but I think it's more so because of the new job I'm in, being 9 to 5, and by the time I get home, dinner, blah blah blah, I don't have free time. You know, I've got children and a wife and stuff. I don't have time to, you know, put the kids to bed, bath them and stuff like that. And by the time it's all done, you know, it's close to 9 o'clock where the gym's closed and stuff like that. So yeah. Anyways, my average sleep over the 365 days was probably 5 to 6 hours. So that's really bad. If you read a lot of the literature out there, not having enough sleep is it's destruction to your life, really. So I need to, that's a significant thing that I've learned, is that I don't sleep enough. This is really bad for me. It can play with your mood, it can play with recovery, and I think significantly the recovery and the mood are the big outstanding things that I have noticed. So I will start trying to sleep a little bit better from here on now. Food, excessive caffeine, which I was having for, you know, quite a long time. I think reducing, maybe not the caffeine in total, but no caffeine 7 to 8 hours before going to bed has been a lifesaver. I've been sleeping a lot better, not enough still, but a lot better than previous. So I'm not waking in the middle of the night wanting to go to pee. I just sleep throughout the whole night. Like I sleep through now, which is great. Dairy, I noticed that with my coffees and stuff like that, I had a lot of milk. So dairy also not good for the gut as well, because I noticed I'm getting a bit more pudgy, but it's been messing with my acne. You know, I'm 37 years old and still getting acne. That's pretty messed up, man. And since I reduced the amount of milk I'm intaking, my skin has improved significantly. So I think dairy is a bit naughty. So when I talk about dairy, I'm talking about cow's milk proteins. It's probably not the best for you, or not for an adult anyways, or for me. So that's okay. I can still have it, and you know, I'm also a little bit lactose intolerant. So if I have too much dairy, then I need to borrow the toilet a lot. Another thing I did with my food side of things was I didn't change my diet too much. I don't eat too much junk food anyways, but for the past sort of 3 weeks or so, I'm not having any food 1 to 2 hours before going to bed, and no food 1 to 2 hours after waking. And I'm feeling better, you know, and I don't know, we'll see. I can't really tell after, you know, a short amount, like 3 weeks isn't a long time. You need to do it over a longer time, so maybe like 3 months or something like that, and see whether or not it's improving your body shape and composition and stuff. Anyways, what's my next thing? Supplementation. One thing which is super duper important, and this is something I've always thought, is water. Lots of water. Staying hydrated, because staying hydrated, your body is full of water. If you don't have enough water, your body can't perform what it needs to perform appropriately and effectively. Okay, I actually just went to grab some water because, you know, my throat was getting a bit dry from talking too much. I'm not a big talker, by the way. I'm generally quite introverted, and I don't like to express myself too much. I don't like to speak up. I get a bit embarrassed around people and stuff like that, so sometimes I prefer my own little bubble. Yeah, I want to get out to socialise and talk, but I'm very, I get a bit scared. Anyways, let's get back to this. What were we talking about? Food. Yep, we covered all of that. There's not a lot that, you know, of change in food, which I did, other than what I mentioned about the caffeine and the dairy, pretty much. Supplementation. Water, sunlight, early sunlight. So as soon as you wake up, within the first couple of hours, you want to get natural sunlight into your eyes, essentially. That will help guide the way of your sleep, your circadian rhythm, your cycle, and, you know, help you go to sleep. I think I force myself to fight it quite a lot, and I'm really good at fighting sleep, which is not a good thing because it messes with me, you know, throughout the day anyways. Other supplementation is if I do a proper workout, I'll have some L-carnitine. Acetyl L-carnitine helps me sort of energize up a little bit more and focus a little bit more, which is really good. You know, it doesn't over pump me or anything like that. It doesn't stimulate me. So I do like taking some acetyl L-carnitine before going to the gym. New things which I've started supplementing is fish oil. That's for the omega-3, DHA and EPA. EPA is something that, you know, is hard to come by and super duper important. Not for just my joints, but also, you know, my mental side of things. Apparently it's supposed to help, as well as, you know, your heart and blood, stuff like that. Sorry, I'm talking too much and my throat's getting all funny. Glucosamine, I've been taking glucosamine sulfate for quite a long time now, well before starting this journey of 365 days. I started taking it because I do have ankle issues, I've got shoulder issues, I've got knee issues, and it just helps with the lubrication of my joints. And I noticed after I didn't take it for 2 weeks that I was a bit creaky and it wasn't nice. So continuing with the glucosamine just helps me in general. ZMA, that's something I've been taking for quite some time as well. The reason why I take it is it's supposed to have some sort of anabolic effect or some shit like that. However, what I've noticed the most out of the ZMA, which is all it is zinc, magnesium, and vitamin B. That's really it. So I don't know how or why that would provide any form of anabolic improvement or testosterone improvements from what it claims. The zinc is good because I don't think I get enough zinc in my diet anyways, but the magnesium is a key thing here. I think we all don't have enough magnesium in our diet already, so by supplementing this ZMA, it's helping me actually with my sleep quite well. I don't know, it makes me a little bit drowsy when I take it. Roughly an hour after taking it, I start feeling a bit drowsy, and it allows me to soothe into a better sleep. I don't know if it keeps me asleep, but it soothes me into a better sleep. And I've noticed since taking ZMA that I do sleep even better. Now that I've reduced and removed the caffeine 7 hours before going to bed, my sleep is amazing. So I've always been a reasonably good sleeper, but with all those additions to my lifestyle changes and supplementation changes, sleep is the bomb right now. So, which is encouraging to me because I should probably sleep more because I do like sleep and it's amazing. Okay, final thoughts. All right, final thoughts, guys. So I'm super duper happy with myself. 365 days doing pull-ups every single day is amazing. I do want to thank everyone who's watched this video as well as all my other videos, if not all of them, some of them. I just want to say thank you. For the guys who are consistently commenting, asking me questions, I want to give you guys a stern high five because you guys have kept me going. I want to say thanks to my wife as well because she's had to put up with all this stuff. And also I just want to say thanks to Ivan because he's the dude who got me onto this journey itself. So thank you all. That's all for now. I'll keep on making vids. Peace out.